Hi, I'm Ryan Jewell, creator of The Condemned, and today I've got a bit of a different video for you here. I had sent a care package down to Max Ramos, one of my artists whom I had commissioned for The Condemned. He's the guy behind this incredible promo artwork for The Ripper, which I love it. He did such a great job. He's an amazing artist, great guy, and I wanted to share the game that I made with his artwork to the world. And I found out the hard way that Brazil bans the importation of playing cards just in general. I don't understand the law, I don't know why, but the package that I sent to Max was refused because it is apparently illegal. So I've got this 2-player starter set that's damaged and frankly not worth trying to slough off to somebody else. So what we're going to do is we're going to open it up along with the 2 booster packs that I had intended to send to Max. And we're going to build a deck from the cards in the starter set as well as the cards in the 2 booster packs. The idea being, a lot of people when they start out with the Condemned, they buy a starter set, they buy a couple boosters. Here's what you can look for, here's what to expect, and maybe you can walk away from this with a little bit of insight into deck building. So let's get this party started here with this. I'm gonna open this up right about here. Come on, get in there, jeez. All right, open, says me. I know it's not the password. There we go. Ha! We're in. We are in. Let's do this. Get that out of there. Give this a tug. There we go. Okay, so the 2 starter sets, you got Daisy and Grip. I've already done an unboxing of these with the prototypes from the Game Crafter. So you know what's in these. So these decks, you know what they are. I'll have a little link to the video right up here if you haven't seen that unboxing. But there's a handful of really good cards to work with in this starting lineup. Beam Sword is one of them. There's also the Molotov Cocktail. Both of those cards are very, very good, and they're worth having in another deck. With Grip has a bunch of really good stuff in his deck too. Get this open here, it might help. Yeah, come on. Shrink wrap is too good. Too strong. Too strong. Alright. So for Grip, the Steel Pipe is really a solid all-around weapon to work with. He also has these Blood Maces, which are another decent offhand-only weapon. And the Spiked Bat, when paired with the Football Armor set, is really, really sturdy. He also has these Hidden Pockets and Ray Shields, which are both really, really good, as well as the Devil's Bargain. All of these cards are really solid, really worthwhile cards to include, just in general. Hidden Pocket is one of those cards that's really nice when you are wanting to equip more than one weapon during your turn, or if you want to equip a weapon during your opponent's turn and get a surprise parry out on the board. Ray Shield, damage prevention for your turn, really useful. Devil's Bargain lets you refill your hand, another very, very solid card. So between the 2 starter decks, we've got something decent to work with here. We're going to take the first booster pack here, we're going to tear that open. Have ourselves a look-see here. We've got Saucepan, Stitch Plate, Sturdy Football Helmet, Blood Magic. Okay, so Blood Magic is a very, very good event card for finishing things out. Dodge Roll is also very useful. Repossess, another useful weapon. Oh, hey, look, got the melee range card. That's cool. And a Samurai Plate. So this armor has shielding, which is really useful, forcing your opponent to deal with that first. Got the Ninja-Gi, Knuckle Duster, Windcap, and Tenchu for our uncommons. So the Samurai Plate is gonna be a useful card to start with. Let's open up the second booster pack here. Tear that open. Let's have ourselves a look. We got Bread and Circuses, Healing Herbs, hollow point rounds, intelligence probe, moon salt, prison medic, run and gun, salvage tactics, thrown weapons training. Oh, look, there's Daisy. And we got ourselves a Dumpy. I don't think we have much in the way of two-handed heavy weapons. Oh, good, break apart. This is another very solid, just in general card. So Dumpy, his ability says that two-handed heavy weapons deal +2 damage. So that'd be weapons like the nail hammer and the rusted hunk, which I don't believe we have any of those. Here, let me look. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, these are all events. Yeah, no, that's not going to do us much good. Nothing in here that's two-handed heavy, two-handed melee heavy. Daisy doesn't use heavy weapons. She prefers light weapons. That's out. So Dumpy's not going to be as useful, but Dumpy's not going to be as useful to us. But that Samurai Plate, this is a solid rare card and a good one to include. I'm thinking we're gonna work with Grip's deck to start with. We're gonna build it. We're gonna build another Grip. And we're going to add some new stuff to it. We're gonna add hollow point rounds because that's a very useful card. We could also make use of this run and gun. I'm tempted to include it, but I don't know if we are or not. There's really this hollow point rounds, being able to buff puncture weapons. That plays really nicely with the Fletcher AG-22 as well as the spiked bat. So between the two of those, we should have something pretty decent to work with here. I'm thinking we're going to grab those. We're going to grab the spiked bats back. We're going to bring those back into the fold here. We're going to take the beam swords. I like beam sword a lot just because hitting body armor and doing damage to the condemned at the same time is really useful. Let's run those. I'm going to say we'll keep the full set of football armor just because that's pretty much an auto include for Grip. He kind of needs it, really. We could probably include the blood magic and the dodge roll, just for that more keep away. We're going to remove the salvage tactics, add these in, and we're going to add that samurai plate. So we've got a single armor with shielding that will switch in when we want to, essentially. So we're looking at 10 armor cards. We currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weapons. We definitely want to bump that up. That much is certain. We'll go for a place set of evasive maneuvers, since we have that to work with. And then we're going to add additional weapons. And I'm thinking we'll probably pull the Molotov cocktails in, because these are still useful even if you can get something down to almost broken and then wipe your opponent's board. That's useful. So we're going to include those. That puts us at 8 weapons. I am thinking I'm probably gonna run 2 blood mace just for the leech. That's useful enough here. So we're looking at 11 armor. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 weapons. So now we're looking at, we need to find 9 other cards. We have enough ranged weapons in here that evasive maneuvers is a usable card. It's worthwhile, but also at the same time it's also not. I'm going to say we're going to keep 1 evasive maneuvers. I'm going to pull 2 of them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to add, we have the blood magic, we have the dodge roll. We are going to add hollow point rounds, we're going to add hollow point rounds and run and gun. We're going to add Break Apart, because removal is very useful. We're going to add Devil's Bargain. What else have we got in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I need to remove one already. I'm going to ditch the healing herbs entirely. And now I can add one, unless I wanted to remove something else. Let's see. I think I'm going to remove the run and gun for a pair of hidden pockets. We'll keep two hidden pocket, one devil's bargain, one break apart, a hollow point rounds, one evasive maneuvers, one tempered blades, one dodge roll, and one blood magic. Should I be running more duplicates? Yes, but also we're working with a limited pool to start out. There's a lot of cards in here that I would refine. I'd probably wind up removing the hollow point rounds, or I'm sorry, I'd remove the evasive maneuvers for an additional hollow point rounds. I'd remove the tempered blades for another blood magic. I would remove the blood mace for tactical pickaxe or another spiked bat. I would also look for nail hammers as well. Those are an uncommon two-handed melee weapon. At which point, then I can start looking at Dumpy. Because Dumpy would like that Dumpy would like the nail hammer in his arsenal. But yeah, this is a 30-card deck. We've got enough weapons and enough armor to make it work. My general rule of thumb when building a deck is to look for basically a third weapons, 1/3 armor, and then 1/3 general good stuffs. Choose a couple of cards that you really like and want to include. Fiddle with the numbers as needed. You can raise or lower it as you see fit. I would not recommend going less than 6 weapons. We could probably take the blood maces out entirely and just run something else. Actually, that would be perfect for adding in a pair of ray shields, or actually there was a prison medic in one of these, as I recall. Oh yeah, there's the repossess, and put that in. That's a good card to use. And then there was prison medic right there. I'm sorry, you can barely see these, so we got bread and circuses, healing herbs, intelligence probe, moonsault, salvage tactics, thrown weapons training, daisy, ninja gi, wind cap, knuckle duster, and then the break apart was the other uncommon in that booster. But by removing 2, we were able to add, removing 2 weapons, we were able to add 1 event and 1 preparation that are very useful. Prison medic is nice in that it will let you, you can use it on yourself, or you can force your opponent to drop something that they might not want to drop. So it's a removal as well as a healing ability, which is actually really nice. Repossess is very good for dealing with Ripper Strike and other Alpha Strike decks. Same with the hidden pockets, and the break apart is just, if something's bothering you, getting in your way, now you've got a way to deal with it. It's just a good card all around. Hollow point rounds, use that with the Spike Bat or the Fletcher AG-22. The single evasive maneuvers could probably be removed for fleshing out one of the others here, but it's nice to have just in a pinch. Tempered blades, you could remove this for another hollow point rounds, or you could remove the hollow point rounds for another tempered blades. Either way, that would work pretty nicely. Same with dodge roll. You want to have, if you don't run evasive maneuvers, you run dodge roll, and it's just a get away, get out of jail, sort of get out of a sticky situation sort of thing. Blood magic is such a solid card, especially if you've got leech or other healing abilities, so that you can buffer the damage amount. Really, really good card there. This one will win games by itself. The Molotovs are probably less useful here than with Daisy, but they're still a viable option. You just have to plan it just right, where you've got enough damage on the armor that you can definitely break it. That's going to be your challenge on that one. Beam swords are just good, solid, are just a good solid beat stick in general. Same with the spiked bat. The Fletcher is a good ranged weapon, so you can get a step away. The Samurai Plate will give you that extra shielding, and then your football armor set is going to give you the resilience that you need as grip to survive in the arena. So that is gonna wrap up this little deck here. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I want to see your deck ideas. We have a contact page on the jewelgames.com website. Send me your deck lists. I want to see what you guys come up with. If you've got something really cool that you've made, I want to know about it. Who knows, maybe I'll even spotlight it. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the arena.